I just came back from the European Union European Development Days in Brussels and wanted to share with you a few findings. The topic of inequalities chosen by the EU shows how fundamental it is to addressing leave no one behind and inequalities if we want to reach the SDGs. At SDC, we have just issued a guidance on leave no one behind to answer this challenge. SDC has made 4 commitments. The first is to focus on the furthest behind. The second is to aim for transformative change. The third is to include leave no one behind in all our cooperation strategies. And finally, the fourth is to enhance the production of disaggregated data on leave no one behind. Regarding the participation to the European Development Days, some 8,500 participants came to Brussels. Most were young people in the age bracket of 25 to 40 years old, and there was a high percentage of women. This brought a very positive and dynamic spirit to this event. Regarding the panelists, we had several high-level personalities, including several heads of state, but there were also project and civil society staff who presented different events, and there were many stands available with information and people providing information and interacting with the participants. The key ideas and messages which I have taken back are the following. Inequalities are often overlapping. Therefore, it amplifies the experience of being left behind, and it hits several times the same people. Inequalities are often perpetuated from one generation to the next. Inequalities undermines social cohesion and well-being for the whole society. The European Development Days can be an opportunity. For instance, it allowed an LGBT activist to meet her minister for the first time in a country where LGBTs are outlaws. So it enables encounters and dialogue. There were several interventions which highlighted the importance of social protection as a practical and concrete response to address extreme poverty and leave no one behind. Universal coverage of social protection emerges clearly as the better choice compared to targeted social protection. Universal coverage has broader support in the societies, it is easier to implement, it is generally cheaper, there is little risk of leaving vulnerable people behind, and there are less corruption risks. The European Development Days also enabled me to discuss concrete collaboration possibilities. I see 3 possibilities to be pursued with Germany. The first is to contribute to and benefit from their online Leave No One Behind training. The second is to make use of their inequality diagnostic tool. The third is to join their inequality and Leave No One Behind innovation fund or develop a similar one to boost new creative ideas on Leave No One Behind in our different projects. The second possibility that I see is that SDC has just completed an independent evaluation of our interventions pertaining to social protection. And in the coming months, we will be developing a tool to help our staff and partners to better understand how best we can contribute to social protection. And the OECD Development Center, which I met at the European Development Days, has agreed to offer advice and support for this work as they have a lot of expertise in social protection.